Hi everyone, welcome to Cancer Healing Journey Talks. Myself Shruti Dapke from Community Outreach Team of Zenonco.io and Love Heals Cancer. Cancer Healing Journey Talks helps cancer survivors and caregivers to share their journey with vast number of survivors and caregivers who have traveled or been traveling through this journey. This can inspire them and motivate them for the faster recovery as well. Firstly, I would like to introduce today's speaker, Ms. Gurvinder. She is a colon cancer survivor slash patient. I'm happy that you're here with us today to share your journey with us. Over to you, ma'am. Please start with your introduction.
Hi, Shruti. First of all, thank you for having me on your platform. I must say, you guys are doing a commendable job, a great job, which is inspiring a lot of other people, especially the cancer patient, because cancer is something which makes you depressed. It sometimes takes all your strength, but while listening to other people's journey, it motivates you, it inspires you, it ignites the inner strength in you that yes, if they can do it, we can do it. So it is a great job you guys are doing. Now I would like to give a brief introduction about myself. Who am I? So my name is Gurvinder Kaur. As Shruti has already mentioned, I am a colon cancer survivor, stage 4. My colon cancer has metastasized to liver, a major part of my liver, I would say, and the lymph nodes has come to my breast as well. So it is quite bad, as the doctor says. So if I go with the doctor thing, I might have survived just 2 months or so, although I have survived more than, I would say more than 6 months. And my treatment is on. I'm on the chemotherapy, double oral chemotherapy is going on, and the other chemotherapy, the drip one, that is going on as well. So the circle is on with the treatment and the medicine and everything. Along with that, I'm a social entrepreneur. I run a brand called Neki Officials, where we empower women tailors. Like in COVID time, they got affected majorly. So we give them work, we empower them so that they have their work and they can have their sustainable livelihood. And along with that, in that brand, the packaging, it is completely eco-friendly. So we make sure we support our environment as well. I am into social work. I'm an international social activist as well. I have been working with some NGOs from past 7 years. I'm an India director of a UK-based NGO as well. And we work with on different topics, on different taboo topics, I would say, like menstrual hygiene, which nobody wants to talk about, mental health, depression, anxiety, which nobody wants to talk about, nobody's comfortable talking about, and domestic violence, honor-based violence, and now cancer awareness, which is a highlight is going to be highlight in my throughout my career, whatever I'm going to do. This is something which is very close to my heart now, because everybody, whosoever know me, they considered me as the most healthiest person, because I run a platform called Healthy Living with Group, where I have some international collaborations and I have some clients, and I make like a balanced diet, right? I gave them recipes, like which millets to be used, which kind of grains to be used, pulses and everything. I try and make them a recipe so that they can have a healthy lifestyle. They can opt a healthy lifestyle, right? So if I can have such disease, everybody is in shock right now, especially my circle. How it started, that is something I want to highlight on, so that everybody, I'm requesting everybody to listen to it very carefully, because screening is very important. Me being like I did my master's from UK, being an educated person, if I can fool around by a doctor, I can imagine anybody can fool around, right? So how it started, my life was going smooth in 2020. I started this beautiful brand, Neki Officials, as I said. So I was working really hard towards it. While working towards it, I feel that I compromised my health, because I completely lost my appetite. I was running around in the markets, getting stuff and everything. So I I got a major weight loss of 10 kgs, which I was very happy that I'm getting lean and all. So I was quite happy that yes, the 10 kg weight loss, that's quite amazing. But I never thought that why I'm having such major weight loss without doing anything within 2 months. So that thing, nothing clicked in my mind. Then all of a sudden, in near Diwali, I would say, I started having bleeding from the rectum. Then obviously it was a major concern. I went to the doctor. I got my all blood tests done and everything, ultrasound done. Although it is a habit in our family, it's a rule in our family to have a complete blood test after every 6 months. So all the tests and everything was coming absolutely normal. I never thought that there is any hazard in my health or anything like that. So while getting those blood tests done, all the reports were normal. Just the hemoglobin got a little drop. I guess it was 9.5 at that time. So it wasn't that much. So I completely ignored it. I went to the doctor. He got the ultrasound done, stomach complete, whatever test they got it done. Everything was normal. So they said it could be piles, which is they consider 40% of the ladies, Indian ladies, they have it, right? They are diagnosed with that and it is curable. Take up 6 months medicine, a 3 months course, it's going to be fine. It's not that bad. I started with the medicine. I thought it is maybe just a piles. If the doctor is saying, we can't question the doctor, right? If he's getting all the tests done, everything is coming normal, nobody can think about that. No, it's not piles, it could be cancer. I want to get the screening because never thought of that. मेजर होता क्या है, हर कोई ये सोचता है कि अगर कोई भी बड़ी बीमारी है वो मुझे नहीं हो सकती. हर किसी के दिमाग में आता. Nobody want to think the worst side कि कैंसर कुछ हो सकता है. So I never thought, I said just piles हो जाएगा ठीक, so it's fine. Got the treatment. I continued with the treatment, but my health continuously, it was dropping. It dropped to the level where my HP came up to 7.5 and I was very lean. Then everybody started saying that, no, get a proper checkup done. Then I went to Amritsar. There was a lady surgeon there. I got it examined, thoroughly examined. So the surgeon also said it is piles or it could be fissure. She also said the same thing. She started with the treatment. After a month or a half, more than a month, I had that medicine and stuff. Nothing worked. She also got the test done here, blood test, rest of the test, everything was normal. Then there was a family wedding and we Indian women, right? We have a tendency to get a fake smile on the face and running around all your relatives and doing the household stuff, right? So I played the same thing. There was a family wedding at home. I enjoyed and spent time with the family and did all the work. But at the day of the wedding, I started having a major alarm from my body because the bleeding was so heavy that even I was walking and I was bleeding. So straight away, I called my doctor. I said, it is going really bad. What should we do? So she said, I already told you to get the colonoscopy, but I delayed because of the wedding. I said, okay, let's get it done. So next day, she called me. Urgently, we got the colonoscopy done. And while doing that sigmoscopy, I guess it was the first step which we did because we couldn't get the appointment for the colonoscopy. So during that that procedure, what they were doing, the screen was right in front of me. So while they were doing the procedure, when it hit the tumor, I could actually see that it is something wrong with my body. It was tumor. It was all blood. It covered with the blood, and it was nasty. It was a ball-sized tumor. So when I saw it, I couldn't believe it, and I wanted to just shake myself that it is not real. Maybe I'm seeing something else. The doctor they went blank and they didn't said anything. My doctor was there and she was holding my hand like this. And she was just talking to the doctor, take the biopsy. When she used the word biopsy, it clicked in my mind, it is cancer. I knew it. So somehow they took the sample. It was very painful procedure, horrible experience I had. All that test got done, samples gone for the biopsy. And while coming down from the stairs, I hold my doctor and I told her, I have a 7-year-old daughter at home. I have my family at home. You have to tell me right now what exactly it is. I have to make them prepared. My mom has a high BP problem, a hypertension and high BP problem. So I have to be very strong to deliver this message. If it is that, what I am thinking. So she said, yes, 80 to 85%, it is the same thing what you are thinking. I said, it's cancer? She said, yes. Even she said, I never expected. She was expecting maybe just the polyps or maybe just some ulcerated growth or something like that. She said, I could never imagine you being such a healthy person and having a cancer. So if my doctor is not sure, how can somebody imagine me thinking in the mind that maybe it is cancer and I should go for the screening, which people are telling me now that you're so educated in such thing, then why you never went for the screening? Somehow we managed, and she told us to get rest of the tests done, MRIs and blah, blah, other tests. So we got all the tests done. I called my family, told my brother first that this is what the doctor is saying. The toughest part was to face the family because everybody was crying. Every single person, when they came to know, you can very well imagine that if they came to know that your kid is having a cancer, so how they're gonna react? Everybody was crying at home, and I told them, I said, don't worry, God is there to protect me, because I am a person who used to go to Darbar Sahib every day. I live in Amritsar. I used to go to Darbar Sahib for seva. I said, nothing is gonna happen. My God is there to protect me. You don't need to cry. So next day we went, all the tests were done. Then we came to know that we never knew which stage it is. I said, just wait, let's get all the reports, then we're gonna discuss it. When we got the reports, the doctor says it's a stage 4 cancer, which completely shocked all my family members, because they were thinking it could be just first stage or second stage maybe, or something like that. Nobody expected it's gonna be stage 4. Then we got all the reports. We went to Delhi to get the rest of the things done and consult other doctors. So the first hospital which came in mind is Rajiv Gandhi. Everybody says, go to Rajiv Gandhi. We went to Rajiv Gandhi. Although it was the most horrible experience which I faced. Many people might having treatment from there. I don't want to mention that they don't have a proper line of treatment or something. What happened, the experience which I had, that experience wasn't right. That is all I want to mention. I'm nowhere mentioning that Rajiv Gandhi don't treat people well or something like that. I never had any good experience with them. So I went there, I got my, we counseled the doctor. All the doctor said that it is really bad. And I might have just a couple of months with me, because it's spread to the rest of the organs. And it is a wild type, which is affecting more organs. And along with that, if I have to get the treatment, then I have to undergo chemotherapies. I will have a valve right here on my chest through which they're going to put the medicine, because it is stage 4 cancer. So they don't know how much chemotherapy I have to undergo. They were not sure. First, I got scared. First, they mentioned I got a valve here. Anybody could scare, it could scare the hell out of anybody, right? Then the second thing they said, if the surgery happened, or maybe I will have a lifetime stool bag. That is something when I heard that, I just came out of the cabin and I said, okay, let's go home. There was something cooking in my mind that certainly I don't want to get this thing done. I don't want to get on the bed, hospital bed, lying down there, waiting to get died. If the doctor is saying I have just 2 months, I said, take me home. While going home, I told them, I said, I'm not going to get the treatment done. If they're saying it is that bad and I have 2 months, I would love to spend those, whatever time I have with my daughter, staying home, making memories for her, and spending some good quality time with her. I don't want to spend my rest of my time in the hospital bed, wearing that urine bag and stool bag in my hand and ball right here. And you know how the nurses and everybody treat me in the hospital. I said, I don't want that life. Certainly, I don't want it. I completely denied to get the treatment, chemotherapy especially, done. Then obviously we have to undergo some kind of a treatment. Then everybody started. First, nobody agreed. We had a long argument. Then somehow I managed to convince them that this is my life. Respect that. I have to make a decision. Respect that. Somehow managed to convince them. And then they started looking for some alternative treatments. Now, when I say alternative treatments in India, many people are fooled around by the name of cancer treatments. Many companies are there who challenge you that it is 100% curable and our medicine can treat you and you'll be fine within a couple of months, you're going to be completely fine. So some of these kind of people fooled with us also. I would like to mention the name of a couple of them. First was Cancer Healers, which has the very expensive treatment. As it is a homeopathy treatment, so there is no side effects, and they claim that it is curable. So that it actually helped me. It eased my stomach pain a bit when I started with the medicine, but eventually it got quite worse. And the medicine itself, it is quite strong that it makes you fuller all the day. You don't feel like eating anything. Somehow I had that medicine for a month and I didn't had a faith in the medicine. That's why I stopped having it. I said, no, this is something which I don't feel connected. So I stopped that medicine. Within that time, my health drooped down so bad because of all those tests, PET scan, CT scan, they put all those long wires kind of thing in your rectum. It's terrible. I can't even imagine in words how terrible those tests were. So because of those tests, because they were keep on poking that tumor and everything, they took the biopsy and stuff, it got irritated. So the growth and the infection itself, it was so bad कि वो पूरा फैलना शुरू हो गया. Initially,
it started growing like faster.
Very fast, very fast. Because initially मुझे कभी pain नहीं था. मेरे को कोई symptoms नहीं थे. मेरे को कभी stomach में pain नहीं था. क्योंकि जब हम whenever we talk about colon cancer, first the symptoms are discomfort in the stomach, constipation, and bleeding from the rectum, and your appetite will go. But I was pretty okay with the rest of the thing. Just the bleeding started from the rectum, and which doctor considered as a piles, and I accepted. Yes, it could be piles, because I can't think that wild that it is no doctor. It is not piles. It is cancer. I want to get myself screened. So we don't think that. Right? So this is how it started. But at that time, when after first month of the test and everything, my health it drooped down so bad. I was so weak. I couldn't even stand. My hands were shaking. I couldn't eat properly. So it was really bad. And throughout, I was having a constant bleeding from rectum, which I would like to mention here. So if anybody is facing such kind of symptoms, please, I would request you go for screening. Do not consider it as a piles, because if it is piles, then also get it screened. There's no harm in screening. At least you will know cancer is something. If you are diagnosed early, chances are even better, right? You will know your line of, you can get it done, right? So somehow my health got really bad, and then we start getting the calls from our relatives and everybody. Somebody saying Ayurveda, somebody saying this homeopathy, somebody said Sambaba for the lap and stuff. So everybody started searching. So I had homeopathy medicine. I had Ayurvedic medicine. I went to McLeodganj, where they give a Tibetan Ayurvedic medicine. And which actually he was the man who used to treat patients there. He was a Padma Shri, right? Okay. Padma Shri. So certainly he might have that power and stuff, but the other man who's sitting on his seat right now, I don't know how good he is or how bad it is. I don't want to mention that here. I would only say that the medicine which they gave me, that medicine didn't work on me, because when we went there, there were more than 1,000 people with the testimonies. 1,000 people. There was a long queue, people waiting down there from about 3 in the morning, and they were waiting there till 1 in the afternoon to get the tokens and to get the medicine. So there were a huge number of people who were getting cured, and there might be people like me who never got any results, right? So I had the treatment from there for 3 months. First month, it was amazing. I was almost fine. I was having no pain, no discomfort, nothing doing. Second month, I was having terrible pain. I used to cry in pain. My family, they used to take my daughter out so that they shouldn't see me suffering. It was that bad. The liver pain and the colon pain, I used to scream the hell out of the house that loud. I used to have strongest painkillers. Tramadol is one of the strongest painkillers, which I used to have 3 in a day, which is very hard to take from the market also.
Yeah.
I used to take those painkillers, the strongest one, even that also couldn't ease me with the pain. Constant bleeding from the rectum. I used to get T-stat injections, drip at home because of the cancer thing. And the COVID was going on. I never wanted to go to any of the hospital because of the probability of having an infection. So I used to call all the people at home and get everything sanitized and then got the drip. So every second day, I used to get the drip at home. It was a blood thickening agent to stop the bleeding. Nothing worked. Nothing worked at all. I suffered the hell for 4 months, which I would like to mention here, so that people know that it is not easy. It is very easy to say that, yes, you're having a cancer, so you might be suffering. You don't know the suffering of a cancer patient. You don't know. It is easy to just say it, coming at home, telling the caregiver, the family, that, oh, we are really sorry that your kid is having this. बहुत अफसोस हुआ हमें सुनकर, आपके बच्चे को ये है, अब कैसे होगा, अब तो कीमो करवानी पड़ेगी, अब तो ये करवाना पड़ेगा. If you can't give a positivity towards the caregiver, to the cancer patient family or the caregiver, please, it's a request, do not spread negativity. Do not break their heart. Do not get the strength, squeeze the strength from them, because they are holding it very, very tight, and they are holding themselves. It's the most difficult time for the, not for the patient, for the family around.
Yes.
Keeping a smile on the face all the time, to tell the patient that, yes, you are gorgeous, you're all right, you're going to be fine. It is easy for us to say, but it is very tough for them to see their kids suffering with pain, with discomfort, with sleepless nights, waking up at night and crying in pain. It is very, very difficult. All the cancer patients, they can only relate with me that how tough this journey is.
Right.
And I will share chemotherapy thing also, the side effects. Then people will know that, yes, it is not an easy journey. It is a very tough journey. So somehow all the treatment went, and in July, June end or in July, I had a full blockage in my stomach, complete blockage. Whatever I was eating, it was coming out. I had a nausea and vomiting for more than 15 days. So one day, if somebody's having nausea, vomiting, they'll end up landing up to hospital and getting a glucose drip. That itni weakness ho gayi hai hame, hum glucose chada do. I was having a continuous nausea for 15 days. Whatever I was eating, it was coming out. As it is, it was coming out. So my stomach got completely blocked. About, I guess, 7th of July, 6th of July, first time I fainted. I was in extreme pain. I completely fainted. My family put me in the car and took me in an emergency. Doctor completely denied to touch me, since I am a cancer patient and I'm not on any of a line of treatment as per their medical terms, whatever they say, that I'm not taking a proper cancer treatment, which is unethically. I would say it is really wrong. If a patient is coming to, have to treat a patient like a patient, not that a patient is not having a cancer treatment or any other treatment, or they are on to any other line of treatment, right?
Right.
So you have to consider it as a patient in the emergency. Somehow it was a challenge for them. They took me to 3 different hospitals. Then one of the hospital accepted me. They got the drip and everything done. They put me in the emergency. I was there for the night stay. I was completely unconscious. I had no idea what was going on. Next day, when I saw the paper and I saw my hand, it was completely swollen. They put me around 13 to 14 injections, and I don't know what those injections were. Somehow I came into thing, and I was in my senses. Then my doctor came, the one I was consulting, and he scrawled the hell out of me. He screamed at me, is this Gurvinder Kaur? Is it the same person I know? No, I don't know you. He said, I can't see you dying like this on this bed. It's a shit bed. I don't want to see you here. I want you to do the work you're doing. I want you to keep on inspiring people and do your extraordinary work. And what do you want to show it to yourself, to your daughter? Is this Gurvinder who's lying on the bed and just waiting to get die? I said, no, certainly not. So he said, get into chemo, get into proper treatment. I said, I'm not getting a proper treatment. I'm not getting a proper this consultation from any of the oncologists or any surgeon or anybody. We have consulted more than, I would say, 6 to 7 doctors, not only in India, even in the UK, because my family lives in the UK, my brother and my sister-in-law. So they consulted even cancer research department there, UK Cancer Research Department. They shared my reports with them. Even they said just 2 months. When they heard it, it is 2 months. They took the flight and they came here. So my other family members, everybody shared the reports everywhere around, even in Dubai, in India. My brother, he mentioned it everywhere else, whosoever, all the doctors they know. Everywhere the status was coming saying that it is really bad. And the life is quite short. Even if she will be on the chemotherapy, we really don't know whether she's going to survive or not. So nobody gave a positive thing that it is all about your willpower. A doctor is not God, right?
Yeah,
Who can say that you have 2 months? Doctor's job is just to do the treatment. Why don't they stick to that? Why they have to mention that, yes, that person might have just 2 months?
Yeah, they don't have to like mention the period of time.
They don't need to mention. They don't need to mention. That is something I want to highlight here. Nobody knows how much life we have. Even a healthy person might just passed away yesterday, and me being a cancer patient, maybe I'll survive 10 years more. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
So it is very important to deliver a right message. A doctor's job is to make the family comfortable, not to scare the hell out of them, not to make them discomfort, to give them discomfort, to think even more. They're already in a stress, right? They're already having a lot of pressure on them. If they're landing to any of the hospital, what they're expecting is a little ease.
Yeah.
That yes, we have a treatment, we will get it treated, we'll do our job. The rest is completely up to her, how her body is going to respond.
Yeah, hospital and doctors are like hope for us.
Exactly. So if we're considering them God, so God has a responsibility to give us a comfort, not discomfort, right? So then we landed to World Cancer Care in Ludhiana. There was a wonderful doctor there, Dr. Dharminder, who counseled us, who told us everything about the line of treatment, which is available for my kind of a cancer. He made me understand that why I have to undergo chemotherapy and this treatment, not the other alternative treatment which I was taking. He made me understand the importance of mental strength and family. They counsel my family separately that whatever treatment I'm going to get, just 50% that treatment is going to benefit me. 50% is going to be the aura around me. Positivity, which they can spread, right? Keeping a smile on their face. Keep telling some good quotes. Keep motivating me in the morning. So all those things, all those small things, that is going to affect the whole journey, your survival journey, right? Then he gave us a reference of DMC Ludhiana, American Institute of Oncology. Then I went there in July. Then I started my proper treatment. I went to meet the doctor, Dr. Gurvinder Kaur, who's treating me. And I should say, and I must say that he's one of the most decent doctor, educated doctor, who explained the whole treatment to me. Before that, nobody explained. Everybody just scaring us.
Like you have 2 months and
that will happen. All the negative probabilities they are mentioning. They never mention any positive aspect that yes, if you undergo a treatment, a chemotherapy or anything else, you will have a positive growth, because it is already bad, right? We have to control the growth. So nobody mentioned. Because of that, I never jumped onto any of the chemotherapy treatment. I was just running around that this is something I definitely don't want. I don't want a valve on my heart. I don't want that stool bag. I don't want that. If chemo will start, it was there in my head. It's stuck in my head when doctor mentioned it, that if I'll go for chemotherapy, these two things are going to be on my body and I don't want it. So he made me understand nothing is going to happen. Treatment has gone really advanced now. There is no valve on the heart. It's going to be just a drip in your vein. So I had my first chemotherapy. So I have a bravery mark on my hair, on my hands. If you could see, it is black.
Yeah, I can see, yes.
I believe it's the most beautiful scar I'm having. This shows me that, yes, I have been brave. I survived first chemo, which I was scared of more than a death, that maybe I'll die if I'll get the chemo. So this is how it all started, and I got my first chemo done. Everything went well. Had all those side effects. So chemo side effects are something which everybody considered कि ये हो जाता है, वो हो जाता है, ये हो जाएगा chemo के बाद, कुछ नहीं होता. It's a normal side effects.
Like there are no side effects at all.
There are side effects, but they are not that bad.
Huge.
People have made a cloud out of it that yes, it is that bad. ये हो जाता है, वो जाता है. होता है. I will not say कि नहीं होता है. मैं कहीं पर ये नहीं बोल रही. It is all about your body. If a aged person is having chemotherapy, certainly उनकी body already weak है. उनकी body में वो ज़्यादा effect करेगी. If a healthy person is having a chemotherapy, and completely depends on which salt or which line of treatment they have. Right. So accordingly, side effects hote hain. I also had the side effects. My whole body was numb for 2 days. My hands were shivering like this. I couldn't even talk. The way I'm talking, my chemotherapy medicine has been stopped from 1 week. That's why I'm talking like this. If you would have took my interview a week back, I would be fumbling all the time. I would probably won't be able to complete a whole sentence in one go. It was that bad. I was having pain in all over my body, all the joints. I was having diarrhea for 2 days. I was having loss of appetite. Now, I would like to mention it here, how blessed you people are. How blessed I was before I was having cancer. We never count our blessings.
Yeah, true.
We never count it. It's a very small thing. If you think about it, it is a very small thing to taste something. But ask a cancer patient. Ask a cancer patient how big it is, because we, after chemotherapy, we couldn't taste anything. Anything, when I say anything. The water taste, the grossest that you can't even get a sip out in your mouth. You can't even get your medicine with the water. It is that gross. Itna ganda taste lagta hai uska. So
like each food and everything tastes very bad.
Everything. So one of the day you will feel there is no salt in your meal, and the next day you will.
Yes, I have heard this.
So yeah, your taste buds it got confused. It doesn't
right.
know the sensitivity and everything. All your mouth will get ulcerated. Your tongue will go really dry. Your throat will go dry. So all these are the symptoms of chemotherapy, which is natural, which happens, which stays there for 2 weeks or maybe more in some cases. In some cases, it might be just a week. And in some cases, people don't feel anything. I met a couple of people who said that there was nothing. So it depends from a person to person how bad your cancer is and which treatment you are onto.
Yeah, and also the body type of each person.
Obviously, the body type, how your body is reacting towards it. So it completely depends on that. I was already going through a very tough time from the past 4 months physically. That could be the reason I had all those symptoms after first chemo. Although I would not say it is that bad that it was unmanageable. I managed it quite well, I would say, because I was having a powerhouse of motivation and strength, which is my 6-year-old who's gonna be 7 in September. So that's why I consider her 7-year-old. Yeah, so she is the powerhouse of all the strength, all the positivity which you could see in me.
Yes.
She's giving me a reason to survive. why I need to survive this.
Yeah.
She is the reason. So every day she get up in the morning, she said, Mom, you look beautiful. I don't know from where she's getting this. I really don't know.
She
Who's
knows
teaching
that
her?
you have cancer.
She knows that Mama is sick. She knows Mama
Okay.
has some bad germs in the stomach who is making her sick. She knows
Right.
only that. So a small 7-year-old kid knows that Mama is sick and she's getting the oil and she's getting me chumpy any time of the day, any time of the day.
Yeah,
If
those
I'm sitting
little
like,
things.
and if she could see that Mama is little sad or Mama is little restless, she could get the oil and she'll start jumping.
Wow.
And if I'm having discomfort and pain and she's like, Mama, you all right? Did you took your medicine? Are you sure you took your medicine? So all those small efforts, and she's managing her day really well. She's doing her online studies. She is doing her homework all herself, waking up all by herself, putting clothes and everything. These are very small things.
Yes.
Only a mother can understand that how we pamper our kids, that they are very small. कर लेंगे बाद में कर लेंगे, अभी हम करते हैं. So a mother knows कि हम कैसे अपने बच्चे को pamper करते हैं. How she is doing it all by herself, it sometimes shocks me. Eating food all by herself and small efforts she's doing, making card every day. Mom looks lovely. Mom is lovely. I love you, Mom. I have all the notes with me. So these small gestures, these small efforts, whichever she's putting, that is giving me a reason to fight back with the cancer. And I'm holding myself really, really strong that this is nothing. I'm going to beat the hell out of it. Definitely.
Yeah, you can.
And second, definitely the hashtag which I'm using on the social media is yes, I can. Yes, I can 2021. So this is something which definitely I'm going to win this battle, because I never ever gave up on anything, any of the challenge in my life. I faced a lot in my life. I was just 9 years old when I lost my dad. So I had a very tough journey. I have gone through a lot of challenges. Although I would say I'm blessed, I have achieved a lot in my life, which I will mention in a while, what all I have achieved. So the journey has been a very tough, although a very challenging, tough, but at the very same time, I'm thankful, I'm blessed that I have all the lovely people around me who's helping me out, who's giving me all the strength to fight it back. Along with that, I would like to mention it here that there were some people who were not that kind, who were not that polite, who were only praying who were waiting me to be died. So it is very important for you to take those people out of your life. It is very important. Kyuki cancer, why I'm wearing bindi, why I'm wearing earrings, why I'm wearing a bright color today is I want to give a message that being a cancer patient is not something that you should look like a patient, that you have to wear all those druggy clothes, or you have to wear night suit all the time, you have to wear no, we have to make it normal. Yes. If somebody is having a cancer, you can't take away the आप उसका जीने का जो एक राइट है वो ले नहीं सकते हो, आप छीन नहीं सकते हो. कि अगर उसने अच्छे कपड़े पहने हुए हैं तो वो ठीक है, तो उसके लिए वो अच्छा है अगर वो ठीक लग रहा है. Why you want to see the person sick all the time? Right. This is the mentality of the people around us, society, our relatives, everybody, most of the people around, I would say. Right? So it is very important to break all the taboos that yes, if somebody is having a cancer, they might going through a tough time. They are going through a tough time, but it is something which they are already they're already suffering. Please don't put an extra oil or extra burden on them. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because that family, that patient, they're already suffering a lot. So उनको आपका extra input की जरूरत नहीं है कि अब treatment कहाँ से चलेगा, अब survival के कितने chances. Actually, people ask me and my family, survival के chances कितने हैं? Means life मेरी कितनी बची है? Can you imagine that? So if you're not my well-wisher, if you want to know how much time I'm gonna survive, then why you want to be around me? Just go or work and rest of the thing. If I'll survive more, are you gonna put a tax on it? Then why I survived a month extra? Certainly not. Certainly not, right? So why it is affecting those people so much, I don't understand that. So it is very important for all the cancer patient and the caregiver, especially their family, to eradicate and throw the hell, all those people to hell, जो भी आपके आसपास नेगेटिविटी फैलाते हैं. Because डॉक्टर ने मुझे स्पेसिफिकली हमें मेंशन किया है कि जो मेडिसिन है, it can work only 50%. Other 50% is gonna be the effort of your family, the positivity around you, and how much positive you are, right?
Yeah.
आपके अंदर कितनी फील है जीने का कि yes, I'm gonna survive and कुछ भी नहीं होने वाला.
Like first comes the mental health and then the physical health, right?
Yes. Now, as you mentioned mental health, I'm going to talk about mental health here. जब भी हम not specifically cancer, कोई भी बीमारी की बात करते हैं, उसके साथ mental health automatically जुड़ा होता है. जब हम mental health बोलते हैं, तो वो बंदा पागल नहीं होता, जो कि इंडिया में लोगों की मेंटालिटी है कि मे बी इसको कोई दिमागी बीमारी लग गई है, ये बंदा पागल है. ऐसा नहीं होता. When we talk about mental health, it means the person is going through a tough time. Because of that tough time, mental instability है, pressure उसके दिमाग पर ज्यादा है, वो overthinking की वजह से ज्यादा stress ले रहा है, उसकी वजह से anxiety level बढ़ जाता है. हर किसी के अंदर anxiety level होता है, already होता है. किसी किसी का वो anxiety बढ़ जाता है. जब anxiety बढ़ जाता है, the person will start having, maybe they will start shivering. हर किसी के different symptoms होते हैं. कोई अच्छे से बात नहीं कर पाता, कोई बिल्कुल क्वाइट हो जाता है, कोई डिप्रेस हो जाता है, राइट? अगर किसी को अगर कोई मेंटल इलनेस से या एंजाइटी से, डिप्रेशन से अगर कोई बंदा गुजर रहा है, इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू बूस्ट देम. इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू गिव देम अ रीजन टू स्माइल. यू डोंट नीड टू मेक देम मोर डिप्रेस्ड बाय सेइंग कि यार ये इसकी शक्ल कैसी लग रही है, इसने वेट पुट ऑन कर लिया, इसके यहाँ पे ब्लैक स्पॉट्स आ रहे हैं, अच्छा अब डायरिया तो नहीं हुआ तुझे, अब तुझे ये प्रॉब्लम. Why you need to mention all those things? If a person is already going through that, they will manage it. Say a good word, be humble towards them, say just a one positive word towards it. You're looking beautiful, you're looking gorgeous, everything is gonna be fine.
Yeah.
दो वर्ड आपने बोले और उस बंदे को एक छोटी सी एक उम्मीद दिख गई, तो आप सोचो आप कितना बड़ा काम कर रहे हो.
Yeah,
right,
true.
Instead of saying के यार तेरा मुंह सूजा हुआ है, like मेरा अभी बहुत ज्यादा सूजा हुआ है actually. Most of my friends will say, they're gonna say गुरविंदर बहुत chubby हो गई है, but it is not being chubby. मेरी जो medicines है, it is having side effects because double चल रहा है, so सारा swelling है. So if they say it, if somebody would say it in a positive way, I will take it in a positive way. But if somebody will say यार तेरा swelling हो गया, I will say okay, come now. We need to discuss something. So it is very important to take all this negativity out of your life. Right. Very, very important.
आपने जो अभी बोला वो तो बाहर का हो गया, लेकिन when we say it to our family also, they'll say like 2-3 दिन रुक जाओ, वो सब ठीक हो जाएगा. Like they don't take it seriously. But it is, I feel it is not their fault also, because उनको तो पता भी नहीं था mental health issues भी होते हैं करके. So
exactly, but I am blessed that my family is quite aware that such things are interlinked. And yes, I have gone through anxiety, a major anxiety issue when the medicine started, because I wasn't mentally prepared for the chemotherapy. All of a sudden, I was on the deathbed. Doctor told my family that iski intestine kisi bhi time फट सकती है, because it was completely blocked for more than, I would say, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
More than 2 weeks, my intestine was completely blocked. I couldn't pass stool, I couldn't eat anything, so it was completely blocked. So from the deathbed, I went into chemotherapy. So it was a huge switch.
Yeah.
I wasn't mentally prepared. I went through anxiety. 2 weeks. It took me 2 weeks to come out of it. I was strong enough because I was focused. I knew that this is a problem I'm facing. I'm going through anxiety. I went to my doctor. I told him, this is what I'm facing. Give me some anxiety tablets. He put me on that tablets. I had it for 2 weeks. When I felt that I don't need to continue, I stopped it. I never consulted my doctor. I stopped it because I wanted to check whether my body is asking for it, or I can counsel myself. I can do my meditation. I can do my counseling, and I can stop it.
Yeah, the body always gives the signals, right?
Exactly, because I've been into raising awareness for such things. So I have met a lot of patients, lot of people who were going through mental illness. So we used to counsel them in the UK. I stayed in the UK for a couple of years. So we used to counsel them there.
Right.
So I raise awareness about menstrual hygiene, about mental health in UK Parliament twice in 2018. I was invited by UK Member of Parliament, and they appreciated my work and whatever I'm doing. So I was blessed that I got the opportunity to see the UK Parliament twice and roar out there that this is something, a topic which needs to be addressed. And all the MPs, they appreciated. They actually made a note in their diary so that they can actually talk about such issues in the parliament. And we were fortunate enough that the hashtag which we aimed, period poverty, it is actually working in the UK, and people are addressing that this problem is not only in India, not only in Asian countries, it is there in their country as well.
Oh.
So yes, it is there. It is there.
Yeah.
It is a little, it must be surprising for you as well, but it
because
is
we never
surprising.
hear these things from America or UK, you know.
Mostly exactly. So when I shared the experience there in the UK Parliament, that there was one of the rag picker I met in one of the supermarket in the UK, and she was searching for something in the bin. I asked her, I said, just generally, I said, what are you looking for? I thought she must be after food or something. I'll buy some food, I'll give it to her. She said, I'm on my menses and I don't have a pad. I said, what are you looking for in the bin then? She said, I might get any of the used pad. I said, I was in shock. Are you going to use that? She said, I'll be using that if I don't have anything. And it completely shocked. I was shocked. I was spellbound. I didn't know what to say. I went to the supermarket, I bought a pack and I gave it to her. And then when I came back home, I discussed the same thing with the organization I'm working right now, Jekara Foundation, Jekara organization. So I'm an India director with them. They are doing amazing job there in UK from past many years. Then we launched another campaign, the Red Spot campaign, and we raised awareness about menstrual hygiene in India as well through different events. And then we do period poverty packs, and we give those packs in the UK and in India as well. We go to the slum areas and we give period poverty packs to them, right? We aim to give them reusable pads to, as you can, like cut down all those harmful effects of the plastic and stuff that we can discuss even in other interview. Right now, we should focus on the cancer awareness because that needs to come out. So one thing which most of the people have been asking me, being a social entrepreneur, being a chef, celebrity chef, I am, right? Being a socialite, a public figure, which people consider, if you check it online on Instagram and everywhere. So the one question which people ask me is, first, yes, they know that I got into this and how it started, as I already mentioned. What cancer has taught me, how it has changed my life. This is something which everybody wants to know, which I haven't shared yet. They are after my life to share my journey. I haven't done it now, but after we will release this interview, everybody will come to know how it started and things. So cancer is something which I would say it is just a small 5-letter word, but it can change your life in a positive way, in a negative way as well. It is completely up to you how you take it.
Okay.
There are people who take it in a way that cancer, it is such a big
end of life.
It's end of my life. I'm not gonna survive. जितना है अब इसी में हो जाएगा, पता नहीं क्या treatment होगा and all those things. And the half of the other people, the one you are covering, inspiring stories for rest of the warriors, I would say, कि problem है, cancer के साथ उसके अंदर CAN भी है. First 3 letters.
Right.
So I'm focusing on those first 3 letters. I'm not taking the rest of the crap. It is all shit crap. I have discarded it. I have put those 3 letters. उसके आगे मैंने जोड़ दिया yes I. There is a can. Yes I can. 2021 जब तक खत्म होगा मुझे I have to end this. I have to end this battle. So this
That's
is a target
amazing.
this is a target which I have made for myself. When I'll enter 2022, I should be cancer free. Or if I'm entering with the cancer, mentally and solely, I should be cancer free. If it is there in my body, it's not going to bother me. If it's not bothering me at these 2 points, right?
Yeah.
So I'm working really hard towards it. Being a chef, I'm planning my diet and everything, and I'm trying to make sure I get all the nutrition in my all the nutrition should go in my body. So I'm going to discuss just few points. It's going to be, I don't want to take much time of yours, but I want to deliver the positive message that cancer is there, but what positive changes it has come to my life, right? If you see my previous pictures, I used to have a very long hair.
Right.
So more people who are seeing me like this, I came from a Sikh family. So in Sikh family, usually they don't cut hair. I have donated my hair twice. First, I donated in 2018. At that time, I donated because my Masi was suffering from cancer. So, and she was going through a really tough time. So I wanted her to get motivated. So on my birthday on 2018, I donated my hair to a cancer foundation in the UK, Little Princess Foundation, where they make a wig for the cancer patients, especially kids, right? And they gave it to them on their birthdays. So which is really a sweet gesture.
Yeah.
And after that, this year again, when I came to know that I have to undergo a cancer treatment, chemotherapy, then first thing comes in mind, the hair is going to go. So I thought, if it is going to go, I don't want them to land into a dustbin. I would rather chop them off and I'll give it to a foundation who would make a wig and give it to any of the cancer patients. Right. Although they asked me if I need a wig, I said no. I am brave enough. If all of these go, I'll go bald. I'm fine with it. I can handle it. Although it is very tough when it comes to especially your looks, being a celebrity, being a public figure, all those small things, it affects a lot. I started having a lot of black spots on my face, which made me conscious for a couple of days, but now I'm completely fine. As I said, these marks, these are actually, I have earned them.
Yeah.
It shows that I have.
That's very brave of you to say that.
Brave. Yes. So the second point is be grateful. Be grateful is the most, it's very small thing. We say that yes, we are very down to earth. We say thank you to God. Say thank you to God for every small bits. If you're tasting anything, say thank you. If you can see, right now my vision got affected so badly that everything is blurry in front of me. So these are very small things which we don't consider being thankful about.
Right. I think even if we say it, we don't mean it. Like we don't mean it.
No, we don't. We are so mean that we are only after the things we don't have.
Yeah.
We have been, including me. I will not say that I'm a saint or somebody, because Santu, no. Even I was the one who used to creep every morning. God, I work so hard. Why I'm not getting what I'm working for? So now after cancer, every morning when I wake up, I would say, thank you, God, for waking me up. Yeah. When everybody was thinking that I might die in a couple of months. Thank you that I'm watching my daughter in the morning. Every second I say thank you to God. Second point is gonna be humble. As I mentioned previously, be humble towards every person next to you. You don't know, you have no idea which battle the person might be facing. True. It could be mental, it could be physical, it could be financial, it could be anything. You have no idea. Consider everybody around you keeping a fake smile. If you consider that, then only you will put an extra effort to give a real smile to that person.
Right.
Right. हम लोग क्या करते हैं, अगर कोई खुश है तो हम लगते हैं बड़ा खुश है, तो हम लोग ये नहीं देखते हैं कि maybe the person is actually suffering from a lot of mental issue or maybe financial issue or maybe something else. A person is holding up for their family, for themselves, for somebody मैं एक चीज बोलती हूँ, स्पेशली इन माय इंटरव्यूज एंड एवरीवेयर, कि अगर कोई भी बंदा मेंटल हेल्थ से गुजर रहा है, कोई भी बंदा किसी फिजिकल हेल्थ इशू से गुजर रहा है, वो बंदा ऑलरेडी, इट इज लाइक अ ब्रोकन पॉट. पॉट होता है, दे आर लाइक अ ब्रोकन पॉट. वो टूटे हुए हैं ऑलरेडी. उन्होंने अपने आप को किस तरीके से जोड़ा हुआ है वो आपको नहीं पता. आपको सिर्फ क्रैक्स दिख रहे हैं, और उन क्रैक्स को आप लोग जज कर रहे हो एवरी डे कि यार ये वाला बड़ा है, ये वाला छोटा है, ये वाला ऐसा है, ये वाला वैसा है. आपको नहीं पता वो कितना टफ है उनको अपने आप को समेट के रखना. वो दिन में 10 बार टूटते हैं, वो फिर अपने आप इकट्ठे होते हैं, फिर टूटते हैं, वो फिर इकट्ठे होते हैं. सो अगर आप इस चीज को रियलाइज करोगे तो आप समझ पाओगे ये जर्नी इजी नहीं है, ये बहुत टफ जर्नी है. और इस जर्नी से जो बंदा गुजर रहा है सिर्फ उसको पता है हाउ टफ इट इज, राइट? सो प्लीज इट्स अ रिक्वेस्ट, बी हम्बल टुवर्ड्स एवरीबॉडी, डोंट बी जजमेंटल. जज करना इज द मोस्ट इजीएस्ट थिंग. किसी को भी जज करना, या ये कैसा है, वो कैसा है, ऐसा है, वैसा है, इट इज द इजीएस्ट थिंग. डोंट डू दैट. थर्ड थिंग जो हम लोग we take it for granted, including me, is your body. Your body is your biggest treasure, which I have realized now. I never ever realized in my whole life. हम लोग, especially ladies, we are concerned about the health of our family. मम्मा ठीक है, पापा ठीक है, बच्चे ठीक है, husband ठीक है, everybody should be fine. What about yourself?
Right.
If you are not fine, you are the backbone of the family. If you are not fine, if you are not taking care of your health, how how can you imagine taking care of the rest of your family? Self-care, where's the self-care? It is nowhere in our dictionary. We never consider it. हम लोग एक डे ऑफ भी कंसिडर नहीं करते हैं कि हमें अपने लिए एक डे ऑफ भी चाहिए. हमें उसमें भी बच्चों को साथ में लेके जाना होता है जहां जाना होता है. No, it is very important to pamper yourself. Take your health very seriously. अपना चेकअप भी उतना जरूरी है जितना फैमिली का चेकअप है. रेगुलर स्क्रीनिंग बहुत जरूरी है, जो इंडिया में नहीं होती है. इंडिया में रॉन्ग ट्रीटमेंट, रॉन्गली डायग्नोज ट्रीटमेंट की वजह से मेरे जैसा बंदा जो इतनी फिट रही है, वो स्टेज 4 कैंसर पर आकर उसको पता चला कि ये इट्स अ स्टेज 4 कैंसर. एंड स्टिल आई एम फाइटिंग like a warrior. I know I have no other option. I have to fight it back.
Right.
Because I don't have any option. हारना हमने सीखा ही नहीं है, तो हमें लड़ना तो है ही है, right?
Yes.
के बाद मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट आता है फेथ इन गॉड. जितनी इम्पोर्टेंट आपकी मेडिसिन है, उससे आई वुड से 60% ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट. 40% अगर मेडिसिन वर्क कर रही है, 60 to 70% आपका जो फेथ है टुवर्ड्स योर गॉड, to be anybody, whatever your belief is, जो जिनको भी आप मानते हो, उनके अंदर विश्वास रखना बहुत जरूरी है. As I said, I'm sick. I go to Darbar Sahib every day, Golden Temple, Amritsar. I have a very strong belief, which I told my doctor. I said, doctor, whatever you're doing just your job. That is your job. What are you doing? I'm gonna get fine from that Darbar Sahib. वहां से मैं ठीक होंगी, मैं और कहीं से ठीक नहीं होंगी. आप सिर्फ काम कर रहे हो, और वो काम भी आपको उन्हीं ने लगाया हुआ है. So that faith is very important, right?
Many people actually lose faith when they get to know they have cancer. They are like, oh God, how did you do this to me? And all that.
Exactly. It is all about how you take it. I took it as a challenge. That God gave me a challenge because maybe I can handle it.
Yeah.
I'm thankful that none of my family has to face what I am facing. I am blessed. I'm thankful that you gave me this challenge and I can face it. I have that strength because you are giving me that strength. I never had it.
Right.
First thing came out of my mouth when doctor declared that it is cancer. I said, jahan se mila hai, mujhe treatment bhi wahin se milega. If God has gave me this, He has to make me all right. I'm not thinking about it. If you are saying 2 months or 3 months, I'm not concerned about it. He knows how much time I have. He knows it. That's it. So the healing will automatically start when you will have a faith in God. It will give you more strength. Then you can start meditating. Otherwise, negativity around you, it will not let you survive. It will not let you breathe.
Right.
You won't be able to breathe also. Even your breath will feel so heavy that there's a lot of negativity around you. So in my case, I'm blessed with a family that they took all the negativity out of my house and they put a lock there that nobody will enter my house until my treatment ends. So anybody who wants to, जिसको भी पता लेना, phone करो, पता लो, and that is it. Nobody is allowed in my house because my family, they don't want anyone to come and say, मोटी हो गई है, पतली हो गई है, ये हो गया है, वो हो गया है. We don't want that. They know that I can go through hell out of treatments. I can face anything toughest thing in my life, but they don't want me to face any of the negativity.
Right.
It is
They
very
don't
important.
want it to come to you. Right?
Exactly. So faith in God, self-belief, I already talked about, that it is very important to have a belief in yourself that you will come out of it. Keep saying the same thing to yourself, that you are strong. It is just a germ. I consider it as a germs. I don't even consider it as a good cell or bad cells. These are bloody dirty germs. And I have to get them hell out of my body as soon as possible. So they can't harm me. It is very important to keep on saying these things. जैसे स्कूल में हमें सिखाया जाता है ना, 2 प्लांट्स रख दो, एक को बैड थिंग्स बोलो, एक को गुड थिंग्स बोलो, तो इफेक्ट होता है उस पे. आई बिलीव वो कैंसर सेल्स पे भी वैसे इक्वली इफेक्ट होता है. कीप योरसेल्फ motivated, keep holding yourself up every day, keep telling you're going to be fine, your treatment is going on, your God is working on you, your family is there to support you. It is your job to make sure that you're holding yourself up. It is very important. And it is equally important to take one step at a time. मैं किसी को ये नहीं बोल रही अगर वो कैंसर पेशेंट है तो भागना शुरू हो जाओ, नहीं, पॉसिबल नहीं है. I am saying is don't take too much stress on yourself कि कैसे होगा, हो पाएगा, मैं survive कर पाऊंगा, कैसे. Don't think too much and don't Google it. Please don't Google it. Please do not Google it. I made a mistake being such educated person कि जो भी treatment होगा उसको पहले Google करके देखें. Google doesn't know anything. वहां पे maximum information जो है वो पता नहीं कहाँ से डाली हुई है. So कुछ भी गूगल करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Have faith in your doctor, have faith in your God, have complete faith in your family that they are there to support you, because family is the most important pillar right now you can hold when you are shaking or when you're about to drop or something. They are the strongest pillar. Just hold them tight. Like whenever I feel a little down, my daughter, she comes from nowhere and I hug her, and that's it. I got my energy back. So it is very important to talk to your family because they are actually your caregivers. They are suffering the most. To see you suffering, जो हम लोग समझते नहीं है. Right? हमें लगता है कि हमारी लाइफ मेरे साथ हो रहा है, मेरे को पता है, मेरे लिए हो रहा है, मैं झेल रहा हूँ. बट नहीं, आप अपने शरीर पर झेल रहे हो, वो अपने दिमाग में झेल रहे हैं. It is very important to understand. उनको सपोर्ट भी आप ही को करना है. Don't consider getting all the sympathy and the pity at the very same time. अगर वो चाहिए तो आप कभी जिंदगी में ठीक नहीं हो पाओगे.
Wow.
Yeah. It is very important. It is very, very, very important, I would say. अगर आपको तरस चाहिए, अगर आपको बेड पे पड़े रहना है और सोचना है कोई मुझे लाकर देगा मैं तो तब खाऊंगा, कोई मुझे आकर उठाएगा तो मैं उठूंगा, forget it. You're not gonna be fine. Completely forget it. I know I'm using very disheartening words, but yes, I am mentioning that. क्योंकि आप स्ट्रगल कर रहे हो, आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है. गेट अप. इवन जब मुझे स्ट्रेंथ नहीं होती है उठने की, तब भी मैं कोशिश करती हूँ मैं खुद अपना खाना उठाकर किचन से लेकर आऊँ, खुद जाके अपनी प्लेट वापस रख कर आऊँ. कुकिंग करने के लिए नहीं बोल रही हूँ. ऑल्दो आई being a 4th stage cancer patient, I cook my lunch every day. I make sambar for myself, for my daughter, because she loves it. I make soups for myself. Although I have a house help who helps me, but I feel whenever I feel like cooking, I go and stand there. I put my stool, I sit there, and then I'll do cooking. So, जो भी आपको सिंगिंग पसंद है, आपको डांसिंग पसंद है, आपको म्यूजिक पसंद है, आपको जो भी आपकी हॉबी, पेंटिंग पसंद है, उसको अपनी लाइफ से मत निकालो. आप सिर्फ बीमार हो और वो भी आप हील हो रहे हो. आप हील हो रहे हो. Consider it as a healing process. Don't consider it as you getting more sick. It is, everything is here. अगर आपके यहाँ पर बैठ गया कि आप बीमार हो तो आप बीमार ही रहोगे. I feel I'm perfectly fine. Whenever I feel like going out for dinner, I tell my family I am getting ready. Get ready and take me out for dinner. So it is completely up to you how you want to feel like. If I feel like lying down on the bed whole day, I would probably lie down. This is how I am feeling. कोई दिन अच्छे होते हैं, कोई दिन बुरे होते हैं, कोई बहुत बुरे होते हैं. So जब कीमो चल रही है उसके बाद I will not say that yes मुझे आप रेस्टोरेंट लेके जाओ, certainly not, right? But उसके बाद जो 1 week का period है when I can taste everything, that 1 week I want to use it wisely. Taste everything that 1 week, because I know now tomorrow morning I am going for my second chemo, and I know for the rest of the 2 weeks I won't be able to taste anything. So I already had dinner last night in my most favorite restaurant with the live music on. So I enjoyed myself yesterday.
Yeah, that's self-care.
Right?
Self-care.
This is what I want to mention, self-care. Because that will help you motivate yourself. That will give you strength. That will give you a reason to live.
Yeah.
It is very important to find one reason to live. It could be your daughter, your husband, your mom, your anybody, or your whole family. You should have one reason why you want to live. And keep counting that reason as a blessing. And keep counting and keep thanking God that you are able to see that person every morning when you're waking up.
True.
Right?
Yes.
One step at a time. It is very important. And indeed, I would say it is a new birth, a new life which I have got. It made me a more wiser person. It made me a more humble person. It made me more grateful towards everything I have. So life completely changed hogi. Yes, I would say my life completely changed hogi because I got a second birth. Doctor have almost declared me dead. I was on the deathbed. Right? So I got a second birth. Yes, I believe ab jitna bhi mere paas time hai, I will raise awareness about cancer throughout my life. जितनी भी है मेरे पास, and hopefully काफी सारी होगी.
हाँ काफी सारी, अभी तो बहुत है.
And you will see me in many more interviews.
Yeah.
It is very important, guys. Have faith in God. Be cheerful. Smile. Don't forget to smile. This is the most beautiful thing God has gave you. Even if you're getting a treatment, you're blessed. There are people who passed away, who just ended their life because they never had enough sources, enough treatment. They never
Money is actually the main factor also in this.
Exactly. Financially, if you're secured, you're blessed. Emotionally, if you're secured, you're blessed. Your family is there to support you, you're blessed. I have seen patients in the cancer ward coming all alone. So if somebody is accompanying you, say thank you to the person. Don't take them for granted.
Yeah.
It is very important. Whatever I have covered today, I wanted all message to be out that mental health is there. It is interconnected. If anybody is suffering from cancer, they having anxiety and depression, consider it and do not be ashamed of it. If anybody go to my social media, I have everything. I have shared everything, all my weaknesses there because I shared my strength there. I shared throughout my journey. I have in my 7-year career, all the ups I have faced on social media. But what about the lows? Why am I not allowed to share my lows? Who's stopping me? Nobody. So I shared a post there about mental health, that yes, I am suffering from anxiety and I'm not ashamed of it. Right. I am going through depression and I am not ashamed of it. And you won't believe the kind of response I have got after that. People are actually talking about it. That yes, even we are going through that and we got the courage from you. If you could write it, we could also share it.
Yeah.
If we are not brave enough to share it on social media, at least we can share it with you in the messenger. And that is enough. At least somebody's coming forward and they're discussing. Right?
Yes.
So my aim is sorted there is if even 2 people are coming forward and they're sharing their journey. Right?
Yes.
So that's all from me. That's me, Gurvinder Kaur. That's what I've been doing from past 7 years, and I'll keep on doing the same thing. And I would like to say thank you to you for having me on your platform, and looking forward to it, and a lot more events, so that we can make loud noises, so that everybody around should take their health very seriously. Go for regular checkups. If you're having any symptom, take that symptom seriously. Go for screening. Screening is very important. I am focusing on screening again and again, because if my doctor, the first doctor I went, if he would have said that you have to go through colonoscopy, I would have gone the very same day. I would have not said that, no, I don't want to go. I will consider it as a piles and give me the medicine for piles. No. अगर उन्होंने बोला होता मुझे करवाना है क्लोनोस्कोपी, मैं तब करवाती, and maybe at that time it would be just stage 2 or maybe stage 1 or maybe something else.
Right.
We never know, right? So बहुत important है जो चीजें मैंने mention की है, and let's hope for the best. People come forward and take all those points very seriously.
Yeah. Thank you for your valuable time. I'm sure this session really motivates people out there who have traveled or been traveling through cancer. It was lovely having you here today. Once again, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Shruti, and more power to you for your work. Absolutely amazing what you guys are doing. So my best wishes are with you and your team. Thank you very much.